Samsung just did the bare minimum to not get arrested with this S24 Ultra release. How do you see the iPhone 15 Pro Max with its log and everything being released, and then your answer to that is, we have AI, unusable AI, we improve nothing? Today is going to be a wake-up call to you, Sammy boy. What are you thinking?
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
So we're on the Huawei P40 Pro, of course, and it's snowing, so this is probably the last video you'll ever see on it. I don't know if it's even waterproof. Why would it be? But I see this. I'm always looking for an upgrade to the phone. I want better slow-mo, better look. This color science, like, are you kidding me? The iPhone 15 Pro Max, it looks fantastic. Log, like, it's finally a phone that's not over sharpened, but it only has 4K 60p in that mode. Who cares about that? I already have 7,000 frames per second in here. 960 frame looks legit. You want to see it? So when Samsung comes out, they're supposed to be like one of the leaders in smartphone technology, and you haven't even beat my old Huawei P40 Pro. Neither has Huawei themselves, if I'm being honest with you. The P60 Pro is even bullshit. We're waiting for the 70, maybe you'll do something. But our whole industry is just getting worse and worse and worse. Same with phones, I guess. I thought it was just cameras. I switched into the main cam. Oh, take that, bigger sensor. You know what I don't understand? Samsung NX1. Let's go back to 2014. That thing comes out, it's doing 6K downsampled to 4K, the sharpest image you've ever seen, phase detect autofocus, decent digital stab. That thing destroyed everything. Look at it. Look at that guy. I still have that file saved. Samsung NX1 with the kit lens, which was like a 16 to 50 Tony 2 to 2.8. I think, don't quote me on that. But it was like, wow, that's faster than any zoom. They were innovative. That thing still, I guarantee you, you put that up against anything today, it will destroy it. Samsung was leading the industry, and then they abandoned completely cameras to focus on smartphones. How are your phones still so bad? What have you done? When I was first getting into cameras, thinking about upgrading, it was a debate between the Canon G7X Mark I or the Samsung NX500. And the only reason I didn't get the Samsung was because it didn't have a mic jack. But still today, that little Samsung NX500, as this car tries to kill me. He wanted to kill me. You're not Tony Northrup. You'll never kill me. So, that NX500 would destroy anything today even. Samsung, like, I don't understand what happened. How did you, like, leapfrog the industry? It was like your first couple mirrorless cameras were better than Canon and Nikon. And it still competed with Sony. I don't understand. How did you get so far ahead? And then your phones, you're worse than like an Oppo. A frickin' Oppo. Or a Movo. In my opinion, the phone industry should be catering to YouTube scrubs so we can make videos. It's an obvious thing. We have a phone with us. Oh, just pull it out. Boom, we're making videos now. We got slow-mo and all this fun tech in here that's so much more advanced than a camera. So, like, we want a 1-inch sensor. We want not over-sharpened, contrasty footage like this crap. We want like a nice log flat, or just a really nice normal profile with good color science. Come on, this says Leica on the lens. It's a lie. Just a really natural look with your advanced, because this is a computer basically. You have much more processing power than a camera, so that means we can have better slow motion and better stuff, but we're not getting it. That Samsung S24 has like no new lenses, nothing exciting. They're going for like 200 megapixels. What are you doing? We want just bigger sensors on the ultra wide and the main cam. That's what phones should be. And then like a telephoto super far somehow, 200 mil. if not 400. If you could fit 800 in there somehow, I'd be with you. That would be the ultimate thing. Imagine that. Little 16 mil wide enge. Wow, that was embarrassing. Little 24 mil on the main, and then 800 mil telephoto. Could you beat that phone? But like this Huawei ultra wide, this is still a pretty decent sized sensor. Like it's bigger than something. It was leading the industry for a while, and this is old. This is an old phone. Samsung's done nothing. A phone makes the most sense for a vlogger. We don't need much, as long as you have a somewhat wide angle and give me a little bit of separation, so I have some 3D pop in our lives, and some normal color, and some really fun slow-mo and other gimmick modes that are super fun and entertaining and stupid looking, like beauty modes on the DJI Pocket 3, stuff like that. We're goofing around, do some Fuji film sims if you can, some nice looks. Most of the phone film sims are never good, but how many times do we have to see the Samsung review that says the colors are a bit oversaturated and contrasty and over-sharpened? Every single time. We hate that look. And that's all we're asking for, is a natural look. At least people like me are asking for it. And they're not even listening. What are they working on? AI? A fake world? Like, who cares about all that shit? Stop being so lazy. Write a script for me, AI. Ask my wife to propose. Tell her the things she needs to hear, so she'll love me. Develop a brain before she leaves you. Look at the zoom capabilities of my Huawei. Oh my god, it's so seamless. Oh wow. That's amazing. This is like 200 mil. That was digital zoom, I think. 15 times zoom. Where'd they go? Why are you stealing that car? You're Canadians. I don't know why anybody would use a phone over the DJI Pocket 3, but some people... I just got this dick who messaged me trying to sell a camera, and he says, you know what? Cameras are useless now. Nobody needs a camera. I'll give you 400. When I was selling it for 8. So I replied to him like, yeah, I think you're right. Can you come today? So he's like, oh, do you have a lens? I can test it. I never replied to him again. I was joking, you moron. Of course I'm not selling it to you for that low. You don't need the camera then. You just said cameras are useless, no one needs them. It's like, what are you doing? Why am I talking about this? Was there a point? Point is, there's a bunch of scrubs who aren't going to buy an actual camera because phones are pretty much good enough. So you should be doing stuff that tempts the camera user into your world to abandon his camera and say, oh, you know what? Phones are good enough. Now that you have a 1-inch sensor and a natural look and natural done, I might even debate you. But nobody's doing it. iPhone has technically done it, but come on now. You're getting me to your side with a 4K 60 max? Oh, good luck with that one. Let me know when 4K 240p in log happens. So Samsung, you suck. You could have taken over the camera industry, but you abandoned it for phones, and you somehow lost all your camera team that would have made those phones nice. And I don't know what you're focusing on. You'll likely be out of business in 3 months. I give you 3 months tops. Samsung folds it up. And you heard it here first. So Samsung, no. Huawei P40 Pro, maybe? Come on. Do something. 1-inch sensor, and let me keep doing my 960 frames per second and improve it. Give me a little longer burst if you could. It's like half a second, but it's fun. Still can't be beat. I don't get it. Decade-year-old technology is still the best. I thought we were advancing. We're clearly not. I'm gonna leave and cry. You subscribing for more videos? I don't see anything.